Tuning out of starlight, the innocent lifetime flickers and flashes under a
Hello everybody, it's
canvas.
back once again, and I'm in BeamNG. And I'm in BeamNG because I actually want to try out all the cars I made in automation. So I have the three I actually made. This one is the Imperial L. And I was going to do some performance tests on it. The first one is going to be, I'm going to do a 0 to... Oh, that's weird. Why is it 0 to 100 kilometers, but quarter mile? It should be... well, that'd be 0 to 62 miles an hour, but I will keep it 0 to 100 kilometers an hour because I don't know how to change it. But yes, we're going to do 0 to 100 kilometers an hour. The quarter mile, we'll do 100 kilometers an hour to 0. And then we'll do a lap around the test or the track here. We'll actually do two quarter mile tests and two 0 to 100 tests. One will be on the drag strip and one will be actually not on the drag strip. I'll just use the racetrack beside because the drag strip in BeamNG actually has a significant amount of grip. So yeah, so the first one we'll do the drag strip test and we'll see how much time we lose getting off the drag strip. And this Imperial L actually has 313 foot-pounds of torque, which is a significant amount actually. It does have a V8. It only has 187 horsepower. I say only, but in 1950, that was a significant amount of horsepower. So yeah, this is actually quite a powerful vehicle. It is large, as you can see, and it is heavy. And this was the luxury car, I believe, that I created. Or was that the Lux? I actually can't remember. But yeah, so this is going to be quite... quite a handful, just because it has how much torque it has. It has an open diff and it's rear wheel drive. Yeah, you can see the diff back there actually. Yeah, so let's see how this goes. So 0 to 60 in 7.99 seconds, so just under 8 seconds. And then quarter mile in 15.834. So then we can do another test. And we'll do another quarter mile, and then we'll do another 0 to 100 off the drag strip here. Okay. So I don't want to rev too much up because it'll probably just... Oh, yep, now you can see it break the torque converter, and... Oh, let's go. Oh, it's just spinning. You can't put any throttle in. There you go, full throttle. So 0 to 100 in 10.266. So significantly slower. Oh, and the quarter mile is in 17.700. Yeah, so then now let's do a 100 to 0 test. We're at 62 now. Slow down a bit. Okay, and in 4.837. Okay, now we can head to the racetrack and set our time. Okay, so I'm here at the beginning of the track, and I plan to do one outlap, and where I could set up the checkpoints, and then I will set 3 fast laps, 3 flying laps, and I'll take the fastest of the 3, and then from there we can see how fast the car is around the track. I just noticed there's a weird torque bump right at the... right above idle. But yeah, so I am actually using controller. I thought it'd just be a little bit easier and more fun to use a controller. And if I keep playing automation and I get to cars that are significantly faster, then I'll probably end up having to use the sim rig, just because of the difficulty of driving really quick cars in this game with a controller. So yeah, for the first few, it'll just be on controller. So yeah, so let's get started. I'll show you where I plan to set up the checkpoints as we go around our first lap. And I don't plan on doing my out lap super slow. So I do try to want to push a little bit just so I can kind of get an idea of where my braking zones will be. And yeah, so the car does not have ABS, which will be an issue. It has an open diff. It has very skinny tires. Yeah, so it's gonna be on the harder side to control. Oh, it just wants to drift. Oh. So right about, oh gosh, if I can turn the clockwise sign, I will set the first checkpoint. There we go. So that's the first sector. And then the second sector will be from there. Oh, understeered. Oh, oversped to that turn quite badly. They just tried to power out. Yeah, and I do plan on just skipping the chicanes here. Just because I kind of want to end up seeing generally what the top speeds of the car if they don't get to the top speed in the drag strip. I know it won't get every car's top speed, but I'll get an idea of how fast all the cars are. Obviously, this one we already know the top speed is 95 miles an hour. And so right at the top of the hump here will be the next sector. Oh. If anything, I might change that sector location in the future, just because the sector time, it'll get very hard to set a consistent, or set the consistent location. Unless somebody knows how to set save locations for that, but I'm mainly worried about the lap time anyways, which will be really easy to set because I could just set it from the pit box. Oh, oversped it quite badly. Yeah. If anybody's actually been to Laguna Seca, they'll know what it's, oh gosh, you'll know what it's like going down that little whoop-dee section, because it almost feels like you're on a roller coaster with the weird change in direction. Okay, and our first lap, we have a time of 3:05. But obviously that was a hot lap, or out lap. Oh no. Locked up going into turn 1. Or, yep, so starting off quite badly. But I do have 3 tries. Oh, it just wants to spin up the rear. Oh, and it just doesn't... Oh, it doesn't want to turn. It just understeers so badly. Oh, and I spun out. And because it's a one-wheel peel, I can't even drift around easily to correct. The open diff really sucks. So this lap is garbage. I just don't have any grip with these very skinny tires from the 1950s. Why are my times weird? I'm confused. What am I looking at? Oh, there, okay. Yeah, 5 seconds behind. Of course, because I spun hard. Could have braked later there. Oh my goodness. Oversteer into understeer into oversteer. Ugh, and I went off. Oh, this car is so hard to drive. Oh, come on. Go. Grip. Oh my goodness. I just can't touch the accelerator pedal exiting a turn, or in a turn at all. This was significantly slower than my first lap. Why won't the car brake? My brakes like overheating or something? Oversped into that horribly, even though I tried to brake where I thought I should be braking. Might just be carrying way too much speed into that first turn because I'm on a hot lap instead of starting from stop. The oversteer into... Oh. Oh, understeer. And then I spun out again in the same spot. Oh, almost the same spot. Go, please. Ugh, if I can't get a good lap out, that'll be a part of the trial. If I just have a car that's very difficult to drive. But... oh my goodness. I need to get the third lap, like, complete without spinning. And I think this is actually my faster of the 3 cars I'm going to be testing today, so... which is going to show. Not a lot. Yeah, the braking distance, if I lock up, is... like, horrible. I really can't lock up the brakes. I lose a lot of time locking up. But it's so hard not to lock up, especially on that downhill section. Oh, and I just lost control of the car there, of course. Trying not... oh, there we go, okay. And here's the Laguna Seca bit. Yeah, I assume... yeah, this is supposed to be the faster of the 3 cars, which... isn't saying much. I really have to be careful on the brakes because it's so easy to lock up. Okay, so those are best times so far. There's a 3:02. Nope, and I just lost control. And yep, so that's gonna be a part of this car, is that I can't brake into that turn. I don't know why. I braked so early and I lose control. The car gets unbalanced and then I just can't brake at all because the wheels lock up. This car is just impossible to drive on the track. In its defense, it is a very old school car. Come on, go! There we go. Finally made it without spinning. And then I'm gonna jinx it and then spin. Yep. I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, good. Okay, saved it. So not the best first sector, but my second sector should be quite quick. But yeah, I went really bad to turn one there. And then... yeah, I don't know why, but here I could brake so much, well, around, like, when I'm braking around the same time, it would be around 400. I think it must be because it's uphill. And the other one is downhill. I just get so unbalanced. But that's gonna be a part of the time. The car gets so unbalanced so easily. Not the best Laguna Seca section. Just so hard to drive this car consistently. Oh. Almost died, but I saved it. And we got a lap time of 2:54.396. And that's just going off in turn one. So yeah, that isn't bad. And I'll keep track of the sectors too, but I think I'm gonna change where the sector 2 ends and sector 3 begins, just because it'll be hard to get a consistent one there. I'm gonna do it where the sign is at the end of that straight section. Yeah, so I'll see you back at the drag strip in the next car. So we're here in the Luxor Mark II now at the drag strip, and now we'll be setting the 0 to 100 in a quarter mile on the drag strip time and see how it is. This car makes significantly less torque, 201 foot-pounds of torque, has a significantly higher RPM at around 4,800 RPM, but makes 50 less horsepower at 134, which makes more sense for a car like this, but because it is also significantly smaller. And it is on steel rims, it looks like. Yeah. So it's a smaller, lighter car with significantly less horsepower, but also still rear-wheel drive with the open diff. Yeah, so let's see how this goes. Oh, be careful. And go. So a lot more traction, but also a lot less power. So 7.8 0 to 100, and then a quarter mile time of 15.7, which was actually a tenth quicker than a tenth quicker than the Imperial. So that's actually quite interesting. So now we'll set another time. On the non-drag strip. And actually, even the quarter mile time, or sorry, the 0 to 100 time was a tenth quicker too. Actually, more than a tenth, 1.5 tenths. But yeah, it's interesting to see. So yeah, let's see how well it does on the less grippy surface. And I assume most of that is just because of the weight. It is significantly less weight. The higher red line does help because that's to shift less. Because it is a very slow shifting automatic. And if I remember, I think this is actually a 4-speed automatic, but I can't remember. Yeah, a lot less wheel spin. So 10.4 to 100 and 17.631. Yeah, and then now we can do the 100 to 0 test. We'll see how well this brakes. So it should be significantly better than the Imperial, just because of the weight of this is significantly less. Or well, it feels like it, at least. Okay, let's get up to speed. It's actually a lot easier to control, it seems like. Okay, and 5.132, which is slower. It's actually slower than the Imperial L. Interesting. Yep, so let's set up. Let's get to the track. We'll do one hot lap, set up our new markers, because like I said, I want to change the location of this one here. Yes, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so yes. This car does feel significantly more agile than the Imperial L. I assume it's because of the lightweight, but I actually did brake from 62 to 0 slower in this than I did the Imperial L, which is a little bit surprising. So yeah, but yeah, so let's get started with our outlap. And like I said, it'll be one outlap, and then it'll be 3 hot laps. So far it handles a lot better. I could be a lot less careful on throttle. It is a little bit more twitchy though with steering. Its steering is a little bit yeah, be a little bit more careful with the steering wheel. It's not the best when it comes to traction, but it does seem like, because it has a lot less power than the Imperial, it doesn't just brake traction immediately. So here's the clockwise checkpoint. Understeered a little bit there, not bad. Hopefully on this car, I can actually get one full lap without locking up and getting off track. And I guess we'll actually get to see what the top speed of this vehicle is. Because with the Imperial L, the top speed was 95. We'll see. We might not even be able to reach it. I guess if anything, we'll just track our top speed in the straight. Yeah, so because of the 4-speed, 7. About 107, it looks like it's our top speed. I wonder how much that extra gear makes a difference with acceleration. So I wonder if that's the main reason that the quarter mile and 0 to 60 times are quicker. Because it revs higher and it could take advantage of that with the extra gear. That'll be my guesses, but... Okay, it'll be our first hot lap. Only this car had ABS. Brake! Oh, goodness. Oh. The transmission's just searching for gears. I wish it was a manual. Unfortunately, all my cars are automatic. And I wish these cars had ABS. So first sector, a 48, which is quite good. Oh, no, locked up. So first mistake in the Luxor so far. There we go, okay. Yeah, first mistake in the Luxor so far. Overspeeding into the first turn of Sector 2. Yeah, a lot more speed going into here than the Imperial L. I assume that's mostly just because transmission. Oh, it does not like braking from high speeds like that. It really gets all nervous. Oh, and then here, I wish I was manual transmission. Oh, slowed down a little bit too much. Power through, come on, go, grip. First lap is 2:49.8. Oh no. Oh. I just got the car just got really it just started to float as soon as I went over the crest and tried to brake. It just had no traction, and the car just started to lose all traction. But so far, starting off with the 249, which is already quicker than the Imperial, and I'm pretty sure most of that is the transmission and the weight. Oh, we're significantly slower on this lap. Through the first sector, and I missed the sector timer. Oh, I wonder how much that affects if I just don't drive through it and skip it. That was horrible. And the first lap wasn't even a clean lap because I oversped into here quite badly. be fair, this is quite difficult in a car without ABS here and without traction control. Or not even traction control, without traction, period. I do feel like the last of the 3 cars will probably be the most difficult on the track. I think it has the same engine as this though, if I remember correctly. Okay, we'll see how well we do on the 4th lap. But so far, we are doing very poor. That time it braked really nicely. A little bit hair late, but not too bad. I missed the apex by like a mile, but oh my goodness. Okay. And so far we're doing horrible. Yeah, so far we're doing completely horrible. Okay, last lap we're starting. Gonna brake early. Just in case. And still, just barely missed the apex. Oh gosh. I really probably should have been doing this on the rig rather than on controller. Probably be a lot easier to control than with the controller. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Oh. My friend already started to get late before I started braking. Okay. Oh, we're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Yeah. Okay, go, 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 go. Sir. Oh, no. So we're only about a second behind in the first sector. Oh, I'm getting late. Getting very floaty. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, we're a second, just under a second, lost in the first sector. I'm gonna see if we can make up any time in the second sector, which I think we should be able to. Oh, no. I just wasn't braking enough there. So we saved a quarter of a second in the second sector. Which I don't know how, because I swear I locked up in the first lap. Oh, got the corner. It's okay. Probably lost time anyways. Oh, come on. Go, just go. And a lap time of... oof. 2:51.391. Source. Please stop. Please. Please. Thank you. Your fastest lap is the second lap, which is a 2:49.857. Sorry. So yeah, so I'm gonna be switching to the last car now, and I'll see you back at the drag strip. Okay, so we are here in the Vista Cruiser, which is my, I believe it's my economy family car. So it's a 4-door, and unironically, it wasn't intentional. I kind of reminds me like the PT Cruiser a little bit, which is funny because name is Vista Cruiser. I did not intend that at all. And so yeah, it has the same engine in the Luxor MK2. I know the MK1 had a different engine, but I reused the engine from this in the Luxor MK2. And this actually has a 4-speed manual transmission. So I actually have a manual transmission in this for the first time, which is funny because this was the more economy car. But I guess back in the day, automatic was more affordable than manual, which makes sense. Sorry, wrong. Manual was more affordable than automatic, so more people got manual. But as automatics became more mainstream, nowadays, very few cars come in manual. So let's get started with the quarter-mile time. So this will be quite a bit different of experience because it is a manual, and I do not have two-step. Let me do like a weird partial throttle. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. It just goes to red line. And go. Oh. So 8.9650 to 100. And a quarter mile of 60 and 366. So I guess this has the issue with less power, less torque, and it is heavier. I wonder how much the manual actually helps, or if it's a negative. Yeah, I guess it'll be hard to tell early on. This actually brakes quite well so far. Okay. Now you can do the non-drag strip quarter mile and 0 to 100. You just have to leave me up, like not going partial throttle, but wait, why am I getting synchronized damage? I'm racing the throttle. I'm pretty sure I have clutch on automatic because I'm using a controller. So I got on 11,198. And then for a quarter mile time, I got an 18,066. So now we just have to do the 100 to 0 test. Okay, so let me set up actually. 0. Okay, nope. There. Okay. I make it? I will. Okay. And brake. .563, so the slowest time yet, which makes sense. It's probably the heaviest of the 3 cars, and it is the most economy-based car. So yeah, I'll see you guys over at the racetrack, and we could set our 4 lap times. Well, that looks like it's working. Maybe I'll just have to start from there from now on. See, why am I getting synchro damage there? I don't understand. Like, I'm lifting up the shift. I have clutch on automatic. So hopefully This timer works. I've spent so much time driving around this track in this car because I'll try to set a time and it'll look like it's working, and I'll get to the lap time and it'll just not work. So I don't know. Doesn't have the best turning. It's quite a heavy car, that's a fact. Top speed probably is gonna be better than the Imperial because that only has a 3-speed transmission. It'll be less than the Luxor, is my guess. Just because they have the same engine, but this one's just heavier. And they're both 4 speeds. Okay, we're approaching sector 3. So far, this car is quite slow, but that is to be expected. But let's see if it actually lets me set a lap time and the thing is working. The only thing you might actually notice, it'll only affect sectors 1 and 3, sorry, is that to put the start line a little bit further up, and actually the lap time is working. Thank goodness. Yeah, to put the start finish line further up. Oh shit, that was a neutral. I still don't know what's going on with the synchros. Like, it's just not clutching. I don't know why. Like, I have this clutch set to automatic, so oh, I braked so early. Quite a slow sector 1. It's actually faster sector 1 than the Luxor. But I did mess up the first turn in all 3 laps of the Luxor. So there is that. And then I know sector 2 will be a bit wonky compared to the Imperial. Sorry, I meant the Imperial. This set a quicker sector 1 time than the Imperial, not the Luxor. The Luxor destroyed this in sector 1. Sector 2 is not bad. A little slower than the Imperial and the Luxor. But yeah, like I said, the sector times are a little bit wonky just because I changed the trigger location of sector 3. I moved it further back. We got our first fast lap down. And it's definitely going to be the slowest of all three of the cars. But that's to be expected. With a 252. Oh no, it's already faster than the Imperial. Interesting. I wonder if a lot of that is just because I could not get the Imperial to stop in the first turn. It'll be interesting if I ever do retest that car on a racing rig, if I could actually handle or control it a lot better with our steering wheel and versus controller. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Oversped a little bit, but could have been worse. Oh, should have slowed down a little bit. Oh, it's okay. Saved it. I probably lost me a lot of time though. Going into sector 3. So we're down a second. So yeah, so far still our first lap, or well, our second lap. Our first hot lap is the quickest still. Oh, did I damage something? I heard something. Okay, we're gonna be starting our last lap. At 252 still being our fastest lap so far. Was able to recover from that lockup. Which is crazy because they just barely touched the brakes. Yeah, going downhill, I just, for some reason, I have no traction when trying to brake. Oh, it's so hard to make that turn properly. A little bit of a cut. A little cut doesn't hurt nobody. Oh, come on, just go. This just does not have traction, man. Okay. Didn't go off there. So we are 67 milliseconds up, which isn't much time. But if you can make the rest of the time up here, Nope, lost time. I was hoping if I drove without losing traction more, I could accelerate harder, but it doesn't affect this car much. Like, this car doesn't have much acceleration. Oh, a little bit of a cut. And come on, come on. Can I beat it? 252.2. Barely. And yeah. So if I got a better sector 2 there, my lap time probably would have been significantly quicker. But not by that much, to be fair. So yeah, so our quickest time is a 252.3. Only 3/10 quicker than a 252.6. But yeah, so that was the Vista Cruiser. And yeah, so those were 3 cars we made in automation. And hopefully, after the next episode of automation, we'll have more cars to test out. And they probably won't be any better than these 3, but we'll see. If I do play automation again, I have plans on how to play it in a way that I won't just go bankrupt immediately. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time.
Comes from nowhere, makes you wonder if you lost control, leaves you breathless, changes what you think is possible.